Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an everyday makeup routine. This is basically just the makeup I wear basically every day. I will put all of the products at the end, and in my bio put links to where you can get them online. And as I go along, I'll be putting like the picture and like the name on the bottom of the picture so you guys can see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so on here I'm using my moisture, well, I use it as a moisturizer, but it's helped me a lot with my acne, and it's called well, you already saw the name, I already passed it, but I don't know if it's only available in Mexico or if you can get it here as well. I honestly don't know about that, but if any of you guys like find out that you can, well, let me know so I can do a separate video and mention that. Okay, in this part I'm using my primer, like as you saw. I do this method because my friend told me that it was a better technique to do this instead of putting the dropper directly on my face so germs or buildup doesn't get on the dropper. Here I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. And I'm also using an angled brush and spoolie, and honestly you can use any, and this is my concealer that I use. I usually start by doing or under like lining the bottom of my brow, and then I go ahead and do the top of my brow. Then I go ahead and brush it through. I honestly don't clean it up like from the sides. I know a lot of people do, but you can also do that. Yeah. In this part I am concealing. I only conceal the bottom part only because I've tried to do both top and bottom. I just don't like it, so I just do the bottom, and honestly it looks good to me. And then here I'm taking one of my smaller sponges, and I'm going to go ahead and blend it out into my the bottom of my brow. Here I am going to go ahead and do my other brow. Honestly, you just do the same thing and repeat the same steps. And then here I'm using my foundation to go ahead and use for the top of my brows, and this is the brush I use. It's just a Morphe oval brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just outline it. I know a lot of girls or people use an angled brush, but I personally don't like the angled brush, so that's why I use the oval brush. Here I am finishing up the other side. I just wanted to mention that I will be putting more information about all of the products in my bio, especially the cream that I use in the beginning, because I know a lot of people probably have questions about like, oh, what if I go to Mexico one day and I just want to get it, you know? So I'll put the location where you can get it or the phone number that you can call to go ahead, and I guess you can, I don't know if you can order it, but you guys can go ahead and call and ask. And then here I am going to go ahead and with my Real Techniques regular sized sponge and my foundation that I had already mentioned. And I do realize that my my foundation is pretty like darker than my actual skin tone. The reason being is because I have really naturally red skin. For some reason I just get really irritated really easily, like you guys saw in the beginning when I put on the cream. And yeah, you gotta be careful when you're blending it in with the concealer under your eye, so that way you don't mess up your eyebrows. Here I am just doing the other side, as you can see. In the next clip, I am going to be switching over to the smaller sponge I was using to blend out my concealer, just because I like to be more careful about my eyebrows, and I try super hard not to get it into my hair because it ends up making my hair feel and look weird. So yeah. Here is the part that I was talking about where I use the smaller sponge to go ahead and place the rest of my foundation on my forehead and above my eyebrows. Since I had already used foundation on when I was shaping my eyebrows, I won't be using as much there, but I use the smaller sponge because I like to be careful and not mess up my eyebrow shape. Another tip that I like to give girls, I know probably a lot of people already know this, but I usually like spray a little bit of water on my sponges on the area that I'm using, so that way I can have an easier apply. How do you say it? I don't know. It's just easier to apply and it's smoother too. Here I am using the same concealer for under my eyes. I know I don't really have like eye bags or anything, but it just helps to, I guess, form the rest of my full face. I don't know, but here I'm just blending it out with the same small sponge. Since it is around my eye area, I try not super hard not to mess up my eyebrows, like I said. Here I'm using my contour stick to contour my nose and my cheekbones. It is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really see a difference when I do this part. I think it's just because I need a better contour stick. I don't know. Give me suggestions in the comments of concealers you guys use, so I can go ahead and try. No, not concealers, contour. So I can go ahead and try it out. And here I'm just blending it in, as you can see. I prefer to blend in the side of my cheekbones with a brush, and yeah, and then the other one I did use small sponge again, as you guys saw. Here I am doing or I'm just baking my face. Here I apply it under my eyes where I concealed. I do also bake my nose, and then I go ahead and grab my bigger sponge for my cheekbones. Here I am just picking up my brush. I got these brushes off of Amazon. They're pretty cheap. I will be getting better ones though because they're honestly pretty bad quality. But here I prefer to use a smaller brush to go ahead and blend the powder and my contour together, so it just gives it a little bit more of a softer look. These are my everyday lashes that I use. I just like to use those because they look very natural. And here's the glue I use and the highlight. I went ahead and did my highlight first. So I grabbed this, just any brush works honestly, or even use your finger. Just make sure to apply not too much or it will shine a lot. And as for the eyelashes, today I decided to wear different ones, but those are usually the ones I wear every day. In this part, I am applying my eyelashes, I use a method where I put the glue on the lash on the lash band, and I go ahead and apply it. But I've heard other people like to apply the lash glue on both the band or the eyelid. I just prefer this method. Sometimes it does make it a little harder for me to put on my eyelashes, but it always ends up working out in the end. Here I am using my Wet n Wild lip liner. Don't mind the number, I honestly didn't realize that until now. But I basically just line my lips with this, and then I just basically blend it out into the rest of my lips, and then eventually mix the color. Literally the color I always use. It's either this one or the brown one. But yeah, and sometimes I apply lip gloss if I feel like it. Then I use my Maybelline Lash Stilletto mascara, and it makes my eyelashes look super long and full. I honestly love it. And that's basically it. And that's your finished look. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment down below. Thanks, bye.